Actually, Speak has changed my life to the better.
I like this place a lot. I would come here every day if I could.
It would be better if I didn't come.
At least for me, it has really changed me. If I compare myself before being there and after, I think that, well, in some aspects, I'm a different person now.
It's absolutely free.
No regrets.
Well, actually it seems to me that had it not been for Speak Freely, I would have never encountered and got acquainted with such a veritable plethora of miscellaneous people that I admire tremendously.
Basically, it's an English-speaking club located in Chelyabinsk, so this is a place where people come to practice English.
The aim of Speak Freely is not to teach you the language, not to teach you the grammatical constructs and new words, is to have fun.
It is a place where you can come and make lots of friends.
And I like it very much. And there are many persons, very nice, very interesting.
The only rule is we don't speak Russian.
I've been with the club for at least 5 years.
Yeah, about 3 years.
When some 7 years ago, something like that.
I don't remember, more than six years ago?
Well, 6 years. So 4 years.
Almost 3 years.
For a couple of years.
I've been here since 2011.
About from January this year.
Something like 2 years or maybe 3.
I've actually come here for almost 7 years.
We have 2 periods and we have a tea break between 2 periods. The first period is usually some kind of a topic is given and the person is trying to explain us in English, of course, this topic, or maybe it's like some sort of science, maybe the book he wrote, maybe the country he traveled. There is a lot of things. And the second period is usually a game we play, like a head game, like a student, a lot of fun stuff. And the tea break, we drink tea and eat goodies.
Presentations, traveler stories, games.
Listening to people talking about their experiences here and there, about the stuff they're interested in, or whatever it might be.
Maybe people with ordinary stories, but when somebody comes from a different country, even ordinary stories, they sound interesting.
It's about art, about literature, about engineering, about programming. So, and when you listen to different people, you expand your mind actually.
We have a lot of smart people here from whom I can study some topics I'm interested. For example, I'm interested in chemistry and there's one guy who is a professional chemist and he already told me some interesting stuff. So, yeah.
We don't really ask people to talk, so you are free to speak or not to speak, but probably if you have something to say, you will have the opportunity to express your opinion and you will not be frowned upon and your opinion would be welcomed and people would discuss it.
Because people, regardless of their background, regardless of their attempts of studying English, they have an opportunity to basically to speak freely and to share their feelings and thoughts on miscellaneous subjects in a pretty friendly and cozy atmosphere, so to speak.
Around intermediate, maybe upper intermediate, we have a few people who come often and they have advanced or proficiency. We don't often have native speakers, so proficiency is probably the highest level gets. And we have really few people who have beginner or pre-intermediate.
I remember a few people that don't have like the best English in the world, but they felt comfortable and I didn't see any problems with them. They tried to interact and I think it was very useful for them because if the average level is higher than yours, then you are improving a lot, usually.
Actually, I don't believe that he'll be able to learn English here, but he'll be motivated, and that's a very important point. If you are motivated, you are able to move forward. If you are not, you stay where you are. So, if you want to speak English, you need to come here, you need to see people talking, and that is going to make you study English, because in order to speak English fluently, you need to do a lot of exercises, you need to practice a lot. So that's what I do.
I think the best part about Speak Freely was making you speak, actually. It's obvious, but before that I didn't even know how to speak English. It was just exercises in the book, in speaking. So, speak 10 sentences about weather. And now, in there, you had to express your feelings, your emotions, to communicate with other people, with alive people.
You can train your English at home, but when you are speaking to the people at the presentation, it's just another kind of experience.
The language is never confined to a set of rules or a set of words. It's actually sometimes it could be called a skill of communicating. So the primary aim of using the language is to communicate something that you have to say. And the club has given me enough training to communicate my ideas on various topics. So actually, thanks to the club, I can speak English really fluently and express my ideas on whatever I want to say.
You don't even notice how you're actually speaking English, how you're actually using English to speak and to express your thoughts. So this is very good.
I improve my English. I had the opportunity to improve my public speaking skills. I found the meetings. Sometimes I communicate with people. It's the most important part, to talk to people.
Speak really is the best in terms of organization, in terms of diversity of topics, in terms of how do I say it? In terms of number of people who come, and probably in terms of longevity as well.
We got most people coming to our club, and we are one of the oldest free English-speaking club in this city.
The club has been functioning for almost 7 years, and I think it will go on and on, hopefully without ever